The Historical Society of the Massapequas has been preserving local history for over 40 years. The organization is a great cultural resource for those interested in the community history and Long Island history.
It started as a group of people who were trying to save Marjorie Post Park, which didn't pan out the way they wanted it to. But a few years later, as Grace Church was building its new building across the street, they had to make a decision on what to do with the old building. And that same group of people and a few others, a lot of people from Grace Church really, got involved and formed the Historical Society in 1969. And then ultimately, we initially leased the building from Grace Church and ultimately bought it. We use it primarily now as a museum or a place for education or a place for discussion. Different groups can come in.
The servants' cottage from the old Elbert Floyd Jones estate seen here was later donated to the Historical Society and moved to its current location in 1986. The Historical Society restored it and now uses it to house their artifacts and archives.
Once we got it cleaned up, which took years, we kind of set it up like a museum. It also houses our records and our little tiny office. But we've been using it pretty much as that, as part of as sort of a museum atmosphere and a great place to do local education, which Lovey Bryson does most of that and does it brilliantly.
Now, if you're interested in learning more about Massapequa history, the Historical Society holds its regular meetings here at the Old Grace Church at the Historical Complex on Merrick Road.
We have business meetings the third Monday of every month, which really are business meetings, but the public is always invited to come in. So we try to do things that are pertinent to the community, or whether we have Massapequa history. But we represent here somewhere around 50,000 people who live in this general area, and for the most part they don't have a lot of knowledge of it. So this is really the only place you can come. You can't find what we have in this library or in the buildings next door. You can't find this information in the library or on the internet. This is a great resource for anybody who wants to do a little research on days of old.
In Massapequa, Collora reporting, Long Island Online News.